Hello again, everyone. We got another JXK cat. Yes, it's a figurine of a cat. Anyways, I think it looks like one of my cats. That's why I bought it. I bought a previous one, and it was awesome. So I figured, why not give this brand another chance? Let's look over this here. It came wrapped in some cellophane or whatever. Anyways, there's a QR code. This is part number JXK103-C. It should be a fat black cat. So, and I think it's Fat Cat 2.0. I think the other one I have is 4.0. They have many different cats, so you can just look it up. They seem to be sold all over the place, but I bought this one off AliExpress. It's pretty elaborate packaging. I kind of feel, I don't know if it needs to be this elaborate, but it definitely showed up safely. And these guys have an insane catalog of stuff. Alright, then an inspection thing. Some desiccant. Let's lose this box. Yeah, I'm not going to go over this catalog. I did it on the last video, but suffice to say, that's a lot there, but also a lot there. So it's not just cats. They have all sorts of different animals. They seem to be made of like some sort of polystone, kind of like a plastic that mimics a ceramic. Okay, we got some eyeglasses here. Let me get those out. They seem to be whiter. There's no lens or anything like that. That's fine. And then these are some stickers. You can use it to stick down to stuff, which I'm gonna do because I don't want it falling over. I'll stick it down to some acrylic disc that I bought off AliExpress as well. Okay. And then we have some really nice high density foam, which I will use whenever I sell something on eBay. And then everything is individually wrapped to keep it from scratching itself. There's a neodymium magnet up there. It was placed in there before it was painted, it looks like. So yeah, we do have a black cat here, and it is kind of fat. It's actually more of a gray cat. I mean, just looking at the foam, it's lighter than the foam, and I wouldn't even really call that foam black. I might have to paint it, which I did to my other figure. Okay. And then we have a magnetic tail as well. And it's got a really nice texture. I guess the tail is supposed to rest on the ground. Alrighty. It's got some striping on there as well. You know what? Let me get rid of this background there. It's kind of distracting. And actually change the angle here of the camera. Get a little light, better light hitting this thing. Okay, so interesting. The feet of this one are not as flat as the other one, because the other one had some sandals on. This, I think, are just, no, these are also sandals. They're just, I don't know why they're all chamfered on the edges, and very roughly at that as well. The blue jeans here, the denim here, is a very thin material. I guess that makes sense because it's hard to stitch something 1/6 scale, right? This thing is, these aren't functional pockets, I don't think. Let me get the pick. I mean, maybe it's stitched out. I mean, what do you know? It actually is a functional pocket. So, I mean, it's funny. It's crazy. I don't even know how they make these clothes, like all these miniature clothes and stuff like that. But you can buy them at least. All right. Let's see what the rest of this thing looks like. I'm not gonna take the pants off. So, all right. This is wearing like flip flops with those little the little plastic toe thing, and that thing is painted blue. You can see the texturing of the feet, you know, it's very nice. Very nice texturing. And that, oh, it goes up. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole cat is painted first, you know, so you can remove the clothes and just have a raw cat. But I think the appeal of this one is the fact that it's wearing clothes. So there's another neodymium magnet there. And you know, I don't know about this hole. It seems awfully small. I guess maybe the tail is supposed to just, it's not actually supposed to go through the jeans, I'm thinking. I think it's literally just supposed to cover the jeans, which would be why there would be a magnet on both sides, so it really compresses. See, I guess that makes sense. It's kind of difficult, or it saves them a lot of work of having to stitch that edge of the hole. And well, you know, I kind of feel it would have been better if we saw the whole tail, because clearly you can have it suspended. Maybe you can't tell, but see, it's not touching the ground. If I make it touch the ground, it's more like that. So that's a kickstand, but I think they could have easily had it so that you have the whole tail, and you could just articulate it wherever you want. Like, you know, I'd want the option to have the tail like that, maybe. But obviously, if you display it on this side, it looks a little ridiculous. So that's a lost opportunity of more flexibility for the buyers, but I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, right now it's kind of wrapping around to the front. Then the arms are magnetic as well. Oh, this is a different construction from the 4.0. So obviously this is a magnet, but it's embedded in a very thin piece of this arm plastic. See how thin that is? I guess the good thing about that is you can rotate the arm and it's not going to like get out of place because it's literally the magnet is recessed in the shoulder. I'm trying to open the sleeve up and look in there. There you go. So yeah, you can see how the arm, yeah, even not only just the recess, but the whole arm seems to be recessed into the shoulder as well. So that's interesting. Oh, well, alright, interesting. I kind of thought I broke it for a moment, but these little clips are just slide clips. So, it seems like these are better jeans than the 4.0. We'll compare later. Alright, so, gotta find that hole, and yes, you can move the arm up, all the way around, except for the clothes get in the way. Pretty decent amount of back, so maybe you could, well, since the legs don't move, the legs are rigid. I was thinking it'd be cool to have it like in a human running position, but you really can't because the legs have no articulation. No, they do not. Alright, so then we have a head magnet and this brass JXK thing here. It's pretty nice. And there we go. So the head also, you know, is kind of recessed, but I gotta say, you can clearly see, you know, this cut line because they literally rounded the head and stuff, right? The next version, the 4.0, is much better, you'll see. Also, this one doesn't have any whiskers. There's no whiskers sticking out. Yeah, whereas the 4.0 does, so they definitely made improvements in the latter version. This is still okay, I guess. It also seems smaller than the 4.0. Let me just get this back on. Alright, and then if we want a Brainiac cat, I don't know about these glasses either because the eyes are not centered. Right? Look at that, see? I don't know what they were thinking. I think it would have been better if they just skipped the glasses entirely because this is embarrassing, right? The eyes aren't remotely the distance of what these glasses are. Unless you like literally bend this nose bridge a bunch out, but I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay, you might be a little curious how high it is. It's around 10, it's a little over 10 centimeters, 10.5, around 4 inches tall. That's what I'm seeing. It's a solid chunk of resin, so that's good. Alright, let's pull out JXK number 4. Now you can see the difference in quality. Now bear in mind, I painted this myself. I hand painted it to look like my cat. And you see the whiskers? That makes it look far more realistic. I mean, it's just a much bigger fat cat in general. But also the head seam, you see how the fur doesn't like roll under like it does on this head. The neck seam is just, you know, far less noticeable because they just literally cut it at a sharp edge. I think it's supposed to maybe rest like this. Yeah, see, I think the neck, this cut is much worse. I mean, what's nice, I guess, is they look like they could still be friends, I guess. I mean, this is clearly bigger, but there are different sized cats in the world. You know, like a Maine Coon is a huge cat compared to like a Sphinx or something. So I suppose these two could be getting into some sort of cat trouble. Cat curiosity trouble. You know, I guess maybe I'll just put the glasses like hanging or something. I'll figure that out later. So here I put the adhesive on the feet, and this is an acrylic disc that you can buy them off AliExpress. I use them for my Gundams and stuff like that, my Converge figures. So looking at this sticker here, now I'm not sure why you would have, oh, this is maybe to have both feet. The problem is they're going to have adhesive in the middle. So I almost feel like it would have been cooler if they had two of these. So I'm going to come back after, I'm going to put this one and trim it off with scissors. Alright, so yeah, that whatever tape it is works pretty well. I don't think it's permanent either. It's that magic tape of sorts, like a silicone silicone with tackiness instead of glue. So the paws are very similar to the 4.0, painted pink very nicely. That's about it though. I don't really see too much else in detail. I kind of feel like this cat is lacking the arm shoulders. See, without this t-shirt it looks kind of weird, just having this arm jutting out. But for some reason, the way this shirt and these suspenders lay, it doesn't look very natural. You know, it's an early effort, I guess. The 4.0 is simply a better looking fat cat, I think. But what can you do? They don't have a black version of that, and I'm too lazy to paint that whole thing black. Coincidentally, the glasses of this cat fit the fat cat better because of spacing, see? It works a lot better. I guess I can spin that a little faster. So you'll notice, you know, the tail of that one is coming straight out. This one's kind of wrapping around to the front. This one's got the pink paws as well. And just looking at the shoulders, the way the straps rest and the t-shirt lays, it just seems to be an improvement in general, which makes sense because it's 4.0. I just don't really like the weird sandals, but at least the bottom of the sandals are flat. So, okay, well that's not about this one though. So, here we go. If you like funny looking cats, that thing fell off in the back now. I think this JXK brand is right up your alley. It's definitely up mine. There's one more I think I'm gonna get because I had a cat that passed away, and JXK makes one that looks like that. So we'll see you in that video. Take care. Bye.